Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go. Here we go.
So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by their veteran QB, the former Delaware Blue Hen, Joe Flacco. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Check 50.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Safe.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsay. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll be taken down before he gets into inventory. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better because they forced a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Yeah,
moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there. Heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage.
From the 38, Flacco. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely love. How about that one?
That was great. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. We know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
56. Here we go.
They toss to Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The offensive starters now for the Broncos.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now Flacco. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Yeah, for the touchdown. Here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And now the Chiefs offensive starters.
They come off a tough loss last week, and what's their reward? A second straight road game. Rarely are teams happy about scheduling. They're always calling the league office saying, how come we have this game and that game? But when you're coming off of a loss on the road and you go right into another one, that's a difficult task.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and he's taking care of that early.
Mahomes now to throw, being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On second down now. It's Hunt, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Yeah, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mahomes now on the sneak. And able to follow his center and pick up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And this is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mike, yellow.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Get in the weight room. 48. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Here we go, D.
Now Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16.
Let's go.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Yellow! There's a blue lady!
48's the mic. So we got man.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, it's Hunt, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
The previous play is under review.
Mahomes pass complete to number 10, Tyreek Hill.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
And what a drive that was. 16 plays all total. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Broncos take over first.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We got 3.
Bryant has it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. He completes it to Bryant. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move.
Let's go.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence. Find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Operating off play action, Flacco. This is the tight end fan. The 20. The gain of 39 that time.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get tight. Let's go. Let's go.
He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Mike. Wait. Ready.
56. Get your swerve on.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 47's the mic.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Let's go. Let's do this.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. It was pretty evident in reading everything, hearing these guys talk, that this was a deal they wanted to get done. They know how valuable he is to this team.
Absolutely a key component to what they do and what they do well. And if they want to continue to have success in the future, they knew they needed him, and they got the deal done.
Mahomes now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Open man is Hill. He's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield, Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taking off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Alpha. You better be afraid of me.
48.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Butker now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now Flacco. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Setting up to throw Flacco. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Here's Flacco. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Flacco into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. These guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. And they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
You don't want it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where you see the final score there. 31-10 was the final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 27. Flacco looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We got this.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Take four.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Mike.
Check 31.
On first down, Flacco. That's complete to Jake Butt.
Flacco's pass. Complete to Jake Butt.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Flacco.
Mike 53.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Finn with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
15.
They run again with Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Kill. Come back.
Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Fight on these two. 47.
Too little, cupcake. Check 99.
Mahomes now on first down. That one complete to Hill. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, rip lift.
Protect.
Hey, Sunday.
Mahomes now to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown.
Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 21. So the drive there took 6 plays. Up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
Set to start another drive, Joe Flacco and the Broncos. And do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Second and 4 at the 36-yard.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Good play action, hit him over the top.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
We play to win.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
Wait! Lock it in!
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Tonight!
Throwing here on first down. Flacco looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Flacco. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey, check 25.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. It's caught. This is White. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Flacco to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Wait!
56. I got him. Watch tight end. Tight right.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Switch.
They run the draw play. This is White. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Behind! Ready! Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Yeah, halfway.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Boom! Sack, baby. Sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that?
on, what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with what he said. I have no idea.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yellow.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Yellow.
Under 10. 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Yellow.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
First down, Kansas City.
Yellow.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to write this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Let's go! Let's go!
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that all in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Flacco off play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jake Butt. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Matt Weil now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach is screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It's a part of
At
that.
the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or do you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
48 Mike. 48 Mike.
On the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. It's a big play for both sides. What do we see here? 3rd and 4. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
March 50. Let's go.
Now Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
I'm going to run you over.
I don't need to.
Back to throw. Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Mahomes now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down on the ground. This is Williams. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike's 50, Mike.
Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain.
Still second down
on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by the All-Pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 37.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
No.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
With the score, all time.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. There's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, a big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now. They're picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
47 Mike.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown.
Let's go, let's go.
An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
That's what I'm talking about.
We start. Woo! Yeah!
A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Chiefs, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.